Greetings. This is the 5th of 8 video segments as we have a look at the PPP model of lesson planning in action. Until now, we've been exploring the theme of pollution. And from here on in, we're going to dedicate the class to help the students learn about the target language, which is using the first and the second conditionals. Before this presentation stage, we have not looked officially at these grammar structures. And here in this stage, we're going to communicate to the students what they need to know about these two conditionals, so they can later use them in their speaking. Before beginning the video, I'd like to say a few words, welcoming you to Max's English Corner, where English teachers can find articles, stories, materials, lesson plans, and more. If you like this video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Now, to the video. Okay, so today we're going to look at some conditionals. Conditionals. Ooh. Right.
The favorite for now.
And we're going to look at.
Yes.
We're going to look at the first conditional.
No. But you ask him to do it.
Yes.
This is grammar.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful grammar. Okay.
If you practice, yes. If you don't practice, first condition, second condition.
So, to create a conditional sentence, we actually have two mini sentences in one, right? And the if introduces the situation. Okay? And the other mini sentence is the consequence. A mini sentence and a mini sentence. So, for example, I'm going to, well, if we make some changes, yes, we can, we will, we should, we might, we are going to reduce pollution. Okay? Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right. Now, what verb tense is used here?
And present.
The
Present and present.
All right.
Present?
All right, here. Present. Is this present?
No, it's a future because it's a consequence. A future form.
Okay. So, in the first
If we do
conditional,
this, we will have this, no?
Yes, it's present and future.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
now, in the first conditional, we talk about something in the future. That's the idea of the first conditional. All right? But here we don't have the future and the future. We only put the future here. Okay, not very good. All right? So use a future form. Any future form that's appropriate is good. We are going to reduce. That's
I
okay.
will have this.
Yeah?
Yes.
But this is always in the present.
Always.
Okay? Because we think this is a real possible situation. Alright? Alright? We use the present here because we think it's a real possible situation. Maybe it happens, maybe it does not happen, but it's a possibility.
Possibility.
Yeah? And here is the normal verb tense. If we're talking about the future, we use a future verb tense.
Yes.
And that's the composition of the first conditional. Okay?
Yes.
So, if you turn your papers over, that's right. I wrote this more or less on here. Okay? So, if you turn that over, you can see.
Turn over, Isabel.
Yeah. That's right. Turn it over. There we go. And you can see.
First and
Right
second.
No, sorry.
First and second.
So we use the first conditional for something, for a future action or a future situation that maybe will occur. And it's a real possibility. Maybe yes, maybe not. Yeah? If it rains tomorrow, I will take my umbrella to
Yes.
work.
Yes.
This idea, yeah? Now, in the second conditional, we talk about two possibilities. Yeah? Now, we can talk about one situation or action in the future, it's the same. Or we can also talk about now. So these two are possible for the second conditional. Could be the future or now, or the two combined, that's okay. All right? And this is for real possible situations.
Yes.
But these are not real possible situations. So it's,
Second conditional.
that's right.
It's unreal.
Not exactly,
real.
not
Unreal.
real situation. Okay, I'll put, yeah, real situations. Now, it could be very unlikely. Very unlikely means it's possible, but very, very small.
Very small opportunity, no?
That's right. So, for example, maybe in 20 minutes, it's going to start to snow.
Oh,
Is
No,
that
please.
possible?
No.
It's possible,
No.
but
It's
almost impossible.
almost
yeah?
nothing.
Yeah? Or to win the lottery, more or less
In this
equal
moment,
probability,
it's,
no?
it's difficult.
Yes.
Maybe in Christmas.
Maybe. So it's possible, but very, very unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Or it's impossible. So I can say abracadabra, and this changes to gold.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah? But that's impossible.
Impossible.
Okay? So in English, these two, if it's very, very unlikely or it's impossible, in English it's very practical. It's more or less the same. So this is not real, unreal, and it's a real possibility. It's not definite, but it's a possibility.
Possibility.
This no. So sometimes when you talk about something in the future, it depends on your perspective. Maybe, for example, we have Juanita and David, and they are in love. But you know Juanita, and you know David, and you think, one more month, they are separated, yeah? So, but one person thinks, no, if they continue, they will get married.
Yes.
But another person, no. So sometimes it can be your opinion. This person thinks it's a possibility,
Possibility.
and this one thinks no possibility. Yeah, or very, very,
Very unlikely.
very unlikely. So depends on who is speaking. You decide which one is relevant. This could be correct, and this could be correct, depending on your perspective,
Intuition.
on your intuition, etc. Yeah. It's okay. 50 euros, then you get married. Yeah, you can make a bet. But now sometimes it depends on the opinion, but sometimes no. To turn this into gold, I don't think it's an opinion.
It's
no?
a dream, this.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. Okay. So, to create this, we need not the present. What verb tends to be used to show
Past.
the past?
Simple.
Well, just a past form.
Past form.
This could be if it
Present.
rains tonight, if it is raining tonight, but tonight is not now.
No.
But we use the present form to indicate it's real. In English, we don't have a subjunctive form normally. So in English, we use the present to show it's real, and we use the past to show it's not real. It could be past simple, past continuous, but a past form. But it's curious because we're talking about the future, not the present. We're talking about the future or now, not the past. So in English, to create something that's not real, we put it more in the past. Okay? So
Yes.
that's for the situation. Now for the consequence, what verb tense do we use here? What does it say here?
Conditional.
Would, might,
No. Oh, in English we don't call it a conditional.
could or should,
Oh, so we use a modal verb.
plus base.
That's right.
Modal verb,
So we can say would,
would,
but we can
might,
use might, which is curious. We can use might here too.
Oh, yeah.
could or should,
Would, could,
should,
and should. Is
plus base.
Well, maybe not should so much, but maybe.
Yes, it's here.
Yeah. It depends on the situation.
Plus base.
Plus the base.
Base, the verb, well,
So for example, would reduce. This is the base form. There's no to.
without to.
Yeah, it's the infinitive without the to. Yeah. So we can use would, which is the most common,
Would, reduce, would,
but we can use other modal verbs too.
but without to.
That's right. Now this could normally means would be able to. If I have is real. If I had is not real. If I had 20 million euros,
I would.
I would buy you a car. I would buy you a car. I would buy you a car. I would buy you a car.
I prefer a house.
Okay, I would buy you a car. But what is my intention? Maybe is I would be able to. I have the ability to buy you a house,
Oh, fantastic.
but I won't.
Oh, thank you. It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real.
So could is the ability, hypothetically, yeah, and would maybe is more the intention or this idea, yeah. All right, so we can look at these two. One is not real, and one is not real, and one is
it's
real.
possible.
It's a possible, real
Not
possible.
100% sure.
That's right.
No, possible, yes.
Yes, possible, yes.
That is a look at one way how the presentation stage could be done. Here are a few takeaways. Remember that this isn't a lecture with the teacher merely offering the gems of wisdom to the students. Involving the students is part of the presentation. This is an extension of the last point. The grammar you want them to learn is important, but you want to design your class so the students are actively engaged throughout. Think of how to reach your students and organize your presentation in such a way that can help them make sense of it all. Use charts, summaries, handouts. Look at examples in the text they have just read. Highlight key points, and deal with those confusing issues. Before moving on to the practice stage, make sure the students understand the key elements by asking them specific questions, not "Do you understand?" Now that the students know what they have to learn, it's time for them to start applying it. This is done in the practice stage, which is video segment number 6, practice 1.